Already. Let's see here. Come on. Sick. What's up, everyone? Okay, got more people talking about Marvel Snap. That's fine. That is fine. Cool. What's up, everyone? Midday stream. Let's go. Okay, I need to add a. I need to update chat here. Overlay. I think that's it. Does that work? There we go. What's up, Pixel Trader? Midday stream. Yeah, I usually don't stream at this time. Like literally, I'm usually working, but fortunately, I do have that. I took today off, so it's a 4-day weekend for me, which is nice. When Lambo, sorry, habit now. Yeah, well, not anymore. You can't say when Lambo anymore. After Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or I guess technically 8. You can't say when Lambo anymore. Vibes ramping up the streams. Love to see it. Yeah, I do want to do more streams or just more stuff in general with you guys. So I wanted to do that. Now that I'm kind of starting to get the swing of things, I'm actually starting like a new aspect of my work in like 2 weeks. But yeah, I had to push the stream back like 15 minutes because honestly, I was starving and I did not want to eat on stream. So I was like, dude, I'm starving. I'm trying to make some food really quick. We might try a little bit of, oh gosh, what's that game called? Tengoku Senso. Might have to actually play it. That's the Omi Burn anime looking kind of game, if you guys didn't know. Who plays like that little girl with like dark hair. So I got literally an Xbox controller on eBay because I think that's like the best place you can get it. I looked on Amazon and they were like $60-$70. It was crazy, at least for like just a generic version. So I think I got this for like almost half the price on eBay, brand new. And yeah. All right. Jeff, what's up again? Random streamers are like Christmas present. Don't know what we'll be getting. I guess that's one way to look at it. Yada Dog, what's up, dude? Midday streams for the work from home folks like myself. Lego, dude, I would love to stream more like during the middle of the day, but my work requires me to like be on the phone constantly, so I'm not able to like do live streams or anything like that. Unless you guys want to watch me take calls. For security purposes, I can't have like sound on, but I could like just have it muted. That'd be an awkward stream. Daily Cat Shorts. Hi, what's up, Daily Cat Shorts? You got a short for me? Just a short hi? And then Daniel Marquez. What's up, dude? Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. Cool. All right, so what are we gonna talk about today? I feel like everyone's talking about Lambo. Unsurprisingly, today's Princess card drop was, you know, a bit of a flop, mostly because, I mean, I think Lambo, but also too, I think more importantly that they're just too expensive. 40 gems to get basically another, not lenticular card. I know this is pretty different and they're actually pretty unique. Like I do like the look and the aesthetic and the fact that it has sound and all that stuff. But other than that, don't really care for these too much. Like it's not FA. I feel like Disney is going to have a lot of these in the future. Just a lot of just like, here's cards and, you know, what do we have so far? Like posters, lenticular cards, these types of kind of like animated pop-up cards, which look cool. Yeah, pop-up card series. I feel like we're just gonna have a lot of these. Just a lot of just like memorabilia type things, or just a lot of just like merchandise and not so much like collector things. But though, I mean, those things do become collector things, like merchandise, memorabilia. That's kind of how it starts. But Just not entirely sure how it's going to play out on Veve, like long term. Like no one really knows at the end of the day. Okay, good thing I have my... I'm gonna have to like restart my chat here. Yeah, I figured I was behind. There we go. I don't know what it was, but my chat was like not updating, so... Try this again. Okay, new thing. For some reason, like reset. Sup, chat? Can you run price predictions for what? The Lambo? Or for the car? I mean, the cards are already kind of doing what they're doing, which isn't much right now. Yeah, like Tiana, see what she's doing. Yeah, these are doing, you know, this is basically box price. I assume this would be right around box price. I think I said Aurora would probably be like 60 to 70. Yeah, a little bit higher. It's hard because it's kind of hard to do price predictions when things don't sell out because they tend to run a bit higher because of the fact that it's not sold out. Pixel Trader again. I have Marvel Snap but never played it. It's all I like it. I could definitely see how it's addicting. But I played Hearthstone a long time, like a long time and a lot. I used to play it basically competitively back in the day, and the power creep in that game took a while to get there, but there was definitely power creep. In this game, it's like they're already on like season 3, like the game's less than a year old, and there's already like really insane and absurd mechanics. And I think it's a little bit too much RNG for me. Like sometimes there's just straight up locations that you just instantly lose the game, or some RNG mechanic that causes you to like like don't get me wrong, like Hearthstone had a lot of RNG mechanics, but it wasn't like the absolute core concept of the game. Like it sometimes it does feel like some of these Marvel Snap games is just a straight up clown fiesta and just kind of whoever gets lucky, especially with draws. Like I just wish there was more like draw mechanic, and I'm very early in the game, so I maybe I don't know this yet, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of like draw mechanics. There doesn't seem to be a lot of mechanics to like kind of fish for things in your deck that you're like looking for, because there's some games where I just straight up lose because, you know, I drew, you know, 9, or I guess technically you draw what, like 9 cards, and you have 12 cards in a deck, so sometimes those 3 cards you just miss, you just lose because of it. So let's see here, what was that, a little bit. 1 MCP points, I don't really care personally about MCP points too much right now, because as long as you keep accumulating, right, it doesn't matter if you get the MCP points today. I mean, obviously people want them sooner rather than later, but I know, I think Veve said, maybe it was David, you said, well, you know, around the end of Q2, but I'm not holding my breath. Like it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. I'm not revolving my purchasing decisions or tying up a lot of my you know, mental and emotional energy around MCP personally. When Veve vibes lives every day, JK, I know how it is, man. Yeah. My better looking half, I don't know about that, do you know? I don't know about that. I think you need a, I think you think too highly of me. What's up, Dino? Friday vibes, yes sir. He's your taller, better looking twin brother, JK. That was kind of mean. ULG, I said it too. Yeah. What's up, Fro Ecomi? How you doing? Vibes afternoon, brother. Just tuning in to your midday live stream. Let's go. Can't wait for the Lambo drop. Yeah, I'm just streaming at different times. Today I would not normally stream because again, I would have technically 2 more hours of work before I would even be able to start streaming. Just streaming at different time zones, just kind of seeing how things pan out. Saying hi to different people. 10 p.m. UK time. Oof, yeah, that is late. Oh, Bob Sales, what's up, dude? I think you already tweeted at me saying, yeah, it performed a little bit better than you thought. At least just like the amount that got sold. Because how many, yeah, I mean, already like there's roughly 400 of these sold, or even 300 or whatever, and that's just the uncommon. Lambo looks cool in app. Yeah, let's take a look at it. All right, it's gonna get very bright, so I apologize, guys, when this happens. So like, let's look at this one. I apologize. I told you. I don't know why it opens up a new screen and it gets just like incredibly just bright. These do look pretty cool. You guys haven't taken a look at these. Pretty sick. Reflections on the rims, dude. Those are, it's not bad. You know, is it AAA studio reflections and all that stuff? No, but I don't think that's the intent of these. You know, and from far away, you can't really tell. I kind of wish the scroll wheel was a little bit more, because I have to scroll like 15 times to like get this far. Yeah, I like this one. You know, weirdly enough, actually the uncommon, whatever this is, I think it's the uncommon. It's probably my least favorite just looking one, just aesthetically. I'm not a car person at all. Anyone that was in my stream yesterday knows, like, I don't know anything about cars, so. This is probably my favorite looking one. This is the red one. Or not red, maybe it's more of like a maroon, I would say. I like this one the most, followed by the gray and yellow, or maybe gray and gold. Then the green. And I'm not a huge fan of like the white and blue. But I would say the red one's like my favorite, the ultra rare. What's up, Danielson? Price predictions for a Lambo, I mean. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to tell. I mean, there's so much hype around it. Not only that, you know, there was kind of more additional advertising on it on like different platforms, so more people could join in because of that. I would have liked to see like less editions, to be honest, in like the uncommon and like rare category. Because there's only 480 secret rares, 910 ultra rares, but like having basically, you know, 2,000 and 3,000 mints of both of these, still super rare, don't get me wrong, but in this kind of market, would have liked to see be a little bit lower. Yeah. Price prediction wise, it's hard because can't people create new accounts now? And not new accounts, but can't people make accounts and just buy these off the drop regardless of KYC or not? So I think that's going to be another determining factor. Like, people could just make alt accounts, or someone could finally get their friend to get on Veve and play the drop. Like, yo, they're doing Lambo. I know you haven't been on Veve yet, but now you can just make an account and buy it. So I think that could have affected the pricing too. But just, if I just had to throw numbers out there, like, I'd probably say like 100 to 120 on the uncommon, 150 to 200 on the rare, probably 450 to 500 on the ultra rare. And this one is like all over the place. People think it could be as low as like 800 or 900, maybe even 7. Some people think it's like 1,700, like 1,700 gems. I mean, less than 500 mints is pretty low. And a lot of these are going to like early Omi holders and all that, and it is the first series of Lambo. So I'll probably say like 1,000 to 1,200. You know, I used to do a lot of like price predictions, but it's a little bit harder to do price predictions on like a brand new series IP. There's really nothing to compare it to other than like the DB5. But even then, that's still a totally different thing. There will be a lot. The key is to get the first releases like Batman Black series, or yeah, series 1 through 6. S1 is the key. The others, yeah. Just too many Batmans, too many Harley Quinns. It really does. I like some of the colors are not the best, but definitely cool Lambo drop. Yeah. Vibes Daniel, Bob, Dino, Daily, Travis. Hello. What's up, Mr. Planet Prophet? All the gang in the house. What's up, Travis? Comment gang. Feeling some good vibes in the stream. Let's go. What's up, Superstar Money? See, I knew if I streamed at a different time, I would get a whole bunch of new faces. I think I stream a little bit too late sometimes, like West Coast. And so I miss a lot of these people. Good vibes in Juju? Yes, sir. I was mentioning earlier that I did get the, what's it called? The code And if you guys don't know, I'm talking about this game. I did get the early access code for this, so I have it downloaded on my computer. And I have a controller already, so that might be something we might do later today. It just depends on how the stream goes. You know, this like Omi burn, play to earn thing. Not entirely sure how this works, to be honest, but I do think we're gonna maybe play it a little bit this stream. Just get it started. You know, you jumping in on this live? Where do I get your music? Just low stream beats, lo-fi. That's what it's called on Spotify. It's called stream beats, lo-fi. Just type that in into like Spotify. We need vibes to say a poem. I don't know about that. Say a poem. If I thought really hard, I could probably do like a haiku or something like that, which I forgot what it was. Isn't that like, is it 575? I think that's a haiku. Smashy the thummies. Yes, sir. I like the blue. Yeah. Maybe because I mean, now that I look at it, I kind of like the white a little bit more than the green, but my favorite is still the maroon, the gray. Then maybe the white, then the green. But then someone in the comments is gonna be like, but this one is like faster, and it's like whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know all the specs of the vehicles. Silver yellow, yeah. Silver yellow does look pretty good. Kind of dig the Lambo rare. Yeah, the rare looks really good. I really like the rare, but I still like the maroon a tiny bit more. Everyone's just saying let's go, so I'm trying to get through chat. Let's go. They need to add epic rare, then mint like 50 to 100. Even if the other are 20k mints. Epic rare. You mean for like something that's like higher than secret rare? Is that what you mean, Travis? I thought they would do like legendary rare, or I don't know what they would do, but mythic rare. Mythic. Just make it a whole new thing. Daniel, what's good? Profit, Bob? Yeah, everyone's saying hi. Super excited. I just love cars. Lambo. Yeah, see, like I used to have a poster in my room when I was in like middle school. I bought it. I think I told the story before, but it was a Lotus. All I remember was the name was a Lotus, and I think it was like a green car with like the doors open and everything, and I thought it looked so cool. I bought it at the like book fair in like middle school. I didn't buy any books, but I bought that poster. And I remember having that poster in my room for, gosh, like probably like 5-6 years until I got into high school and I moved or something happened and didn't really care for it anymore. Money, can we get vibes to recite a Veve poem? What is all this like? this money grabbing? I don't know what this like poem thing is. I don't know what it's a reference to. Wanting that mint 111. Yeah, we'll sell out, but we'll have rebounds. I think so too. Good time for us in Europe. That's why 420 SR would be hype. That would be sick. What kind of party is this without Kryptoni in the chat? What up, homies? What's up, Tony? Hey, Tony. Did you get copyright hit with this music? No. Never with this music. Pixel Trader says, need 1 million virtual computers playing the game on autopilot to burn all the OMI. Yeah. Basically, instead of like farming Bitcoin or anything like that, you're just like burning OMI. That's all you're doing to run it. The red definitely stands out. I like the red. I like the red. I don't know. What are you guys gonna do if you guys get your Lambo? Are you guys? I guess it depends. Like, I'll be honest. If I get the secret rare, I'll probably end up selling it at some point. Maybe sooner rather than later. Maybe I'll wait. You know, typically with these types of drops, they sometimes go higher, like the night after the drop or like on the second day, like 48 hours after the drop. They tend to pump or go up a lot. So I might sell it then just because there's so many other things in the app. Again, I'm not a huge car guy, so it's like what I'll probably end up doing is like if I got a secret rare, I'd probably sell it rebuy like a rare or like an uncommon just to say I have one, and then just spend the rest of the gems on comics, collectibles, whatever I decide to use, or just have liquidity on hand. Same thing with the ultra rare. Like ultra rare I do like a lot. I don't know, it depends on the pricing. Like, I mean, if the secret rare, if this one's going for something absurd, like I'm just pulling up a number, but like if this is going for 5 grand, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'd rather sell it and just buy some other things. Like there's a lot of things you can get with 5 grand or 5,000 gems. So that's just my take. I'm curious what you guys would do. But if I do get a rare or like an uncommon, I'll probably just end up keeping it at that point. Super rare. Super star rare. There's secret rare, then there's super secret rare. This SSR. Super secret rare. Yada dog. Yada mean. I'll trade any of them for the green one. Yeah, I mean, trading up is cool. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the green. Depending on the price of the ultra rare, like I could see myself selling the green and like maybe rebuying a red and spending the extra gems on something else, but macro crypto is wild at the moment. Polygon, Matic, they're booning. That's good to hear. Can we appreciate Fro's Irish accent? What kind of Irish is he? I know there's different kinds of accents. I'm not that familiar with Irish. Get in the, it's like, oh, the car, or they say like Irish, like there's kind of like an oil sound. Like there's different Irish as well. He has a great poem voice, bro. I'd like to think so. Which of the new comics, Avengers 181 or Marvel Premiere 47, or both? Do we have those on the app? I don't know, to be quite honest. Let me look at the store. Avengers 181. This one hasn't dropped yet. This is Ant-Man. I honestly haven't looked at this one yet. I haven't done any research. I haven't gone on Go Collect. Just go ahead and do it now. What is this going for on like Go Collect? I'll show you guys. So Go Collect says nada, no bueno. I want to say no bueno, but first appearance of Scott Lang, Ant-Man. Huh. Don't know why that's there. Maybe because there's just quite a few of them. When did this come out? 1979. Okay, so it's like basically it's a late 70s, basically an 80s like book. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably still play the drop, but I'm not gonna like chase it, or like I'm not gonna chase it in the secondary. So unlikely. And then you said Marvel Premiere 47. It's actually faster to go to the store and then just like actually look up the category of comics here. Marvel Premiere. $47. When did they announce this one? Did they just announce this like the other day? Yeah, this is like over 2 days out. I think this is the better one from what I've heard. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, let's do it again. Try this. I'm just curious. And I know Go Collect isn't the end all be all, and obviously things on Veve can and probably will react very differently than just straight up Go Collect. It's not always the case, but first appearance of new Ant-Man, Scott Lang. Second appearance of Scott Lang, origin of new Ant-Man. It's a very weird way of putting it. Dude, some of these like first appearance issues is so interesting with comics. I remember we actually talked about it yesterday very briefly, between like difference between like first appearances and cameos, and you know, does the term cameo mean different things to different people? You know, reference, all kinds of stuff. So it's a bit weird. I mean, I'll likely go for both on the drop. just to try it. But again, I'm not going to be like chasing any in the secondary market. Like, that's just me personally. So between those, I'm not sure. Like, I'll play the drop, but red is fire. You are on Marvel Premiere is badass. Okay, I didn't even look. I'll go there. That one does look pretty cool. I know it's kind of hard to see, and I can't click on it. But he's riding the it's like a flying ant of some kind. Some people think that the mint number is high, but 6,600 editions for Lamborghini seems low compared to the 60k lightsabers they dropped. Yeah, but those are like two different mediums, I'd argue. Like, lightsabers are meant to be held and used in mass, and people dual wield them and all kinds of stuff. You know, a more probably closer comparison is the other vehicles like Kit or the DB5, like 007 drop. So remember where you were going here. So these secret rare ones, yeah, JB007. So these ones, there's only 507 of these. So this is pretty close to the secret rare, right? But these had a 1,000 gem box price, so it's a little bit different. These are still okay. It looks like someone actually grabbed the one from yesterday. There was one going for like 1,080 or something like that, like barely above box. Of course, there's a thin wall here. It jumps up pretty quickly. See if I can find the Kit vehicle on here. Not sure what it's under. It's under Knight Rider. There it is. Kits. How many of these were there? This is also another one that was 120 gens. So I think other than like the DeLorean and the Ghostbusters vehicle, like this is like one of the cheaper vehicles dropping on the app, surprisingly. And this one's oh my god. When something goes for 120 gems and it's going for less than 40, like it's going for literally less than a third of the price, it's no bueno. Same thing with Flash and Superman. I think Flash was doing the same thing. 120 gem box price. And last I checked, it was closer to 40, maybe because of the Flash trailer announcement, whatever it may be. Yeah, it's basically at 40. I bought one like a month ago for like 31 gems. It's still FA Flash at the end of the day. Even though it looks a bit goofy and he's like racing with Superman, it's still FA Flash at the end of the day. Yato Dog says, I'd probably flip the SR2. Yeah, it's just, you know, I will never blame anyone for selling or cashing out or flipping a collectible they don't care for or whatever it is. It's for each person, it's just a means to an end, right? Like I've almost exclusively been buying comics on Veve for the last like probably 2 or 3 months. And if I get a vehicle, which is cool, don't get me wrong, like I said, I'll probably end up just like rebuying a common or like the uncommon, whatever the cheapest rarity is, just to say I have one. But there's so many other things I'd rather have, just personally. I'm definitely keeping mine. Nice. I don't know, it's gonna come down to a game time decision for me. Odds are I'll probably sell just because I don't have a ton of liquidity to like throw into Veve right now. And it depends on how much it is. Like if that vehicle is going for multiple thousands, I'm like, all right, it might take me a minute to put multiple thousands in again. So I'd rather just take advantage of it now. New rarity coming soon, legendary, rendering SR's second best. It would be kind of cool if they did, you know, kind of like one unique rarity, but it's like tied to like an IP or something like that, rather than like it being across the board with Veve. Or maybe random collections will have like a super rare edition that's like pink or something like that. I don't know what the color would be. Like I wouldn't mind that, but if that became like a new standard for Veve, then all of a sudden like SRs wouldn't be as good or whatever. So I think it's fine as is, but Marvel 47 or Marvel Premiere 47 is kind of a big book IRL. That's what I figured. I knew the Marvel Premiere was worth more than whatever the other one we looked at. But again, it's not like I'm gonna be chasing an ultra rare or like a secret rare in the secondary. Like I might get a few of the commons. Avengers 181 is meaningless book IRL. Okay, yeah. And no one is really digging the new Ant-Man movie. Yeah, I haven't seen Quantum Mania yet. That's out, right? I think that came out last weekend, maybe this weekend. I've always considered just the whole Ant-Man series or like movies just kind of like there, like they're just there to kind of just support the plot, or they're just there to like keep the plot going. Like I'm just not too invested with like Ant-Man himself or the Wasp or any of the characters really involved. It's just like, hey, this is just a MacGuffin or just a tool for us to allow to like jump to other multiverses or to go back in time or to do this or that. Like never really cared for it too much. Oof. Okay. How's Chucky doing? Wow. A few more actually bought. I think last we checked it was at like 22.88, so a few more got bought. Still about 400 were actually purchased. What's it going for right now? Slightly above box, but I think this has a 8.5% tax fee, or like an 8.5% fee. So it's not profitable until it gets up to like above 45. But at that point, you're spending 40 gems to win like half a gem in profit, which just isn't worth it in my opinion. All right. Let's take a quick look in the market. I'm just kind of curious to see how certain comics are doing, how especially this one is doing. I think I bought one of these recently. I know one of the Palace guys has like, I think like 2,000 or 3,000 of these comics. I could be wrong, but or it could be more. But this is a first appearance of Ben Reilly as the Scarlet Spider slash clone of Peter Parker. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. This was like one of those comics that never sold out. Yeah, it's not even her first appearance. I have the premiere issue of Squirrel Girl's first solo series, so it's like her first story. It's not even her first appearance. Chucky is based on a true story? Wait, really? We should just drop Cap 1 with 7,500 editions. I agree. I think 75 might be a little... 7,500 or 10,000. Both of those would be good. Dude, imagine X-Men #1. 7,500 editions. That is cheap. Not cheap, but I mean that's like really low mints. Yo, we live early. Do you like Young Avengers? You know what? I was actually looking for that at the comic book shop. I went the other day. I was trying to find a physical, just randomly. How do I feel about the Young Avengers? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about comics to like make an estimated guess of like how well it's gonna do. I do like the cover. I do like think the cover looks really cool. Let's see here. Go all the way down to Young Avengers. Young Avengers #1. I think the cover looks pretty cool, but I mean, how popular is a reboot of an already like popular Avengers group? I don't know. I'm not sure how well like reboots basically do in comics. Apparently they don't do that well in the movies, but in comics I'm not too sure. In my honest opinion, like these are the kind of comics I would own like a few of, but if I had to spend money, like I'm spending it on the classics, the original characters, first appearances, beloved groups like Avengers and X-Men, that kind of stuff. Like that's You know, if I was a whale, that's where I'd be putting my money, personally. I think it's cool looking, but I'm not going to spend money getting, you know, 50 to 100 commons and like stacking those. eBay's my physical comic shop, best store in the world. eBay blows away all others for comics. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of checking out the local comic shop, and I ended up spending, I think, $40, which isn't that big of a deal. But if I were to ever buy like actual graded comics, or if I was like going to spend a significant amount of money, I would definitely shop online. Like, I don't, unless there's some like absurd deal, or I can get like a really good you know, negotiate really well with like a local guy. But other than that, like, I feel like the best prices you could get is online. Like, it just makes sense. Let's see here, what are we looking at? Comics. Forget online, just eBay and buy at auctions only. All right, I guess that's kind of why I mean, I can't think of anywhere else you could buy like graded comics, right? It's at eBay, and never even bothered to like look at Amazon, but I doubt they have even a fraction of the collection that other ones have. There's some good comics right now going for, I've noticed right now in the market, $20 seems to be the sweet spot for some very, very, very good comics on like the common side of things. Because last I checked, like, look at this. So it's like first appearance of Black Panther is like 20 gems, common. I think this is a bit higher. Fantastic Four, 27 gems. Like Sandman right now is like 20 gems. Like we just saw, it's like just shy of 20 gems. Like 20 gems seems to be the sweet spot for people that want to buy some old school, really, really good classic comics. I think even this is like 20 gems right now too. Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, it's 20 gems. I think Miles is still like at 30-ish. I don't think he's at 20. Yeah, he's at 30 right now, so he's a bit higher. So all of you guys that were kind of like hesitating like me for a long time to like go all in on like ASM #1 and Fantastic Four #1, right now is, you know, pretty decent time to do it. Kang is really high. I think last I checked he was probably 95. Okay, 100. So way more expensive. I think this is also, yeah, this is around 20 gems. Like 20 gems seems to be the sweet spot right now for a lot of like really, really good common comics. Even Vulture, I think, is just shy of 20. Yeah, he's at 20 right now. I think there was one other one I remember that was also like around 20. I think it was Amazing Spider-Man #3. That's 10 right now. I just wonder, there's like one other comic that's like really good that's still settling around 20. Now, Journey Mystery is pretty cheap. I know Amazing Spider-Man, that's not over minted, it's the highest minted one ever, 70,000 mints. Ghost Rider, I believe, is still settling around like 11. Probably like 13. Well, I clicked the wrong one. Rip. Yeah, like right now it's like, it seems to be the price that a lot of people are selling like the old school stuff for. X-Men #4, I think that's like 10 gems. Oof, wow, all the way down to 7. Uncanny X-Men #4. How many mints was this? Is this 60? No, this was a 45,000 mint? Well, this is a 30,000. It says total editions, but sometimes it shows like the total editions of the common and not like the entire series. It's kind of weird like that sometimes. Let's go, Vibes. What's up, my collectibles? Yuri Singh, what's up? I should have mentioned Mercari for comics too. Okay. What's up, everyone? Does anyone really buy comics from Mercari? Mercari. I've heard of it. It sounds super familiar. My last account on eBay got hacked and the people bought thousands of auctions. eBay closed my account. I don't want to sell on eBay. Have to try Mercari. FF52 is around 20. Bob sells nice. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of, if you have 20 gems, I mean, hopefully you don't want to spend your very last gem on this stuff. I mean, I would save it or use it for a Lambo or whatever. I was looking for this in the store too. When I went to the comic shop, I was looking for like first appearance of Carnage. I was also looking for, I got this one physically. I found this one, Captain America Annual 8 at the shop, but it was like, I think he only had one and it was like $70, which was a bit more than I wanted to spend for like my first visit ever to a comic shop. You guys have seen the pictures, right? On the tweet that I posted about the comics. I think most of you guys have. I might show it again now that my collectibles is here, you know. So this was the tweet. These are the comics that I grabbed for the day. This one's still in the poly bag on the left. The Todd McFarlane Spider-Man #1. And I grabbed all these because I own the digital version of all of these. So I wanted to grab them. This was at the store. So he had some pretty good comics there. I don't know if you guys can see here. This is the Hercules one in the bottom left. I know my camera's covering it. But there's Hero for Hire. There's Ghost Rider there, and I think he was selling this 9.2 for like 11,500, something like that. And then he showed me X-Men #1. That's there on the left. He's like, "Hey, have you ever seen X-Men #1?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You want to see it?" I'm like, "Sure." I think this one he has up for 9 grand. X-Men #4 for 4 grand. I think this is the first appearance of Electro. You can barely see in the bottom left. That's like 650. There's Green Goblin. There's Venom. There's, looks like a signature on this one for Cable. It's a cool collection. It's a really cool collection. Power of Magneto. I don't know what this one is. Can I zoom in on it? Maybe not. It says something on there. I don't know. What is X-Men 43? Is it the first appearance of someone? And then Juggernaut. I don't know if that's the first appearance of Juggernaut. Maybe, maybe not. Depend on rarity, and I think it would hold at least a while. Yeah. Nice comics. Yeah. What's up, Henry? Evan, take me there if I visit. Oh yeah. There's 2 different comic shops I went to. This is a really nice comic shop. It was pretty cool. Saw these photos. Congrats on your first buys. Yeah. Prices on comics have plummeted the last 12 months IRL. What about before that? Were they like pretty high? I feel like obviously the first like year and a half of COVID, everything was going up. Then over the last like year and a half, things have gone down quite a bit. Cool, cool. We'll have to play this a bit later. I do want to try this out. I know it's not Veve content or anything like that, but it still involves Omi. I might play it a little bit. I'll probably end up playing more off stream, but I kind of wanted to just get it started one of these days. What is, you know, and I'll be honest, I do miss ecomi wiki. I do miss ecomi wiki and looking at charts and seeing like what's up, what's down. Technically, I could still do that with my NFT tracker, but it's still not as accurate. It's like once a day. Sometimes it's a bit off. Like this says like rising NFTs. Like these prices have gone up a lot, but some of these just have really thin floors. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Why would that one be pumping? You comic book neckbeards. You guys gotta know why this is pumping, right? Ultimate Spider-Man #1. And also Mystique first appearance, which is kind of another thing where they talked about first appearance. Me and the comic guy were talking back and forth about first appearance and like, is this still considered a first appearance? And like, you never actually get to see Mystique in like her actual form, her normal form in this comic. But and then following NFTs, West Coast Avengers, probably no big surprise. Immortal Hulk #1. That's the secret rare variant, hero variant, which I think is the ultra rare variant, because I think True Believer is the secret rare. I could be wrong. Holiday Special #1, Marvel Spotlight #2, and then Mary Jane going down the common as well. Back-to-back live streams. Is it Christmas already? What's up, Pure Chaos? Creed 3 looks great. I haven't seen the trailer for it. I actually haven't seen any of the Creed movies, to be honest. Watch all the Rocky Balboa ones. I've watched all the Rocky ones, but back-to-back Pure Chaos. What a nightmare. The small pump is probably delistings. That's what I'm thinking too, Silveretta. I don't know about this though. Ultimate Spider-Man's been on the app for a long time. Usually, I mean, comic book prices are going down a lot on Veve. I think part of it is just obviously bear market. I mean, it's been going on for a while. I mean, over a year now at this point. The merge, a lot of people are getting old comics because when was the cutoff for? Because this was the cutoff drops. So the cutoff was somewhere around here for KYC, because remember, Boba Fett was the very last KYC drop we had, and I remember myself and many others, probably my collectibles as well, just complaining like, why would you have Boba Fett be the very last KYC botted drop on Veve? Like, why? You know, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter all that much. So I think, in my opinion, all the comics before Boba Fett were gonna go down in price, because these are all botted, people using alt accounts, multiple phones, all kinds of stuff. And now that we're merging, people are getting that huge supply injection back into their accounts, and people are going to start selling them off. You know, there's probably someone out there that bought, you know, who knows, 15 House of M's on their alt account, and they forgot to merge it or something happened. And they're like, you know what? I was in love with this comic, but not anymore. And now I'm just going to floor 10 of them out of 15, and the price obviously goes down. So, but all these other comics, like, okay, ignore Squirrel Girl, but you know, Amazing Fantasy, Tales to Astonish, I didn't think these would like go up, but I think they would at least like maintain their value, because these are all non-botted or heavily botted, let's say, drops. It's like post Boba Fett. I'll have to put a restraining order on Jeff, dude. Don't we all? Don't we all? Jeff is a good company. He's good company. Wonder what this Jim Henson's Labyrinth's doing. You can still buy it. Surprised they haven't like burned this yet. I would say my favorite one of all these, and I have not seen Labyrinth, so maybe that is a movie I need to check out at some point, is Labyrinth. But my favorite one of all these is kind of this Goblin Knight. It looks like really goofy, though Ludo looks kind of funny. Few details. I hate how just because it's in a blind box drop, it just keeps taking you back to the blind box instead of just like the market listing. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. Speaking of, you know, we could always just do this to actually see like which comic NFTs are hovering around 20. Common. Put the max floor at 23, and then we'll put this at like 17. I mean, you look at these comics, these are all really good comics. For 20 gems. This is up to like 25. Would it show more? No. 16? Oh, and Daredevil. Yeah, dude. So between 16 to 25 gems for commons, I mean, you can get some good stuff. I mean, these are all really good comics. I've always liked Beta Ray Bill. This is also a 10,000 mint, like one of those like early 10,000 mint comics on the app. And I would like to imagine that Beta Ray Bill has like a like small cult following and stuff. I just looked over at my like recording software, and I shit you not, I thought I was muted for the last like 35 minutes, and you guys like didn't say anything. I'm like, oh my god. But no, that's not the case, which is good. Dominique, what up, Vibes? Vibes is right, I am good company. Maybe it's the other way around. Better not see you tonight. My Collectibles, what's up, dude? Did you want to hop on stream, My Collectibles, or maybe I'll hit you up? I think I found a workaround for me or myself to be able to like do this. Let's see. Let me message you. Let me message you. I don't know if you're busy right now, but I've done the muted thing. We all have. I feel like we all have at some point. If you love me, floor job 83. It's like job 83. What the gym 83? That would be nice. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this happened a while ago. I had no idea. Let's... Have you guys checked out the Lambos in the web app? Yes, we have, actually. And you know what? We actually haven't looked at the secret rare yet. I just passed it. Rip. There he goes. We'll check this out, and then we actually might watch this video that Veve posted 4 hours ago about the comic drop. So give me a sec here. There's a store. There's the Lambo drop. Sorry for the bright. It's gonna get bright, so I apologize, guys. This is just what happens whenever you click this view in 3D thing. That is bright. Maybe later. Ooh, someone flooring a gym 83. I mean a job 83. All right, let's look at this green one. Looks pretty cool. What? The doors open and close. It does say interactive. I didn't know that the doors open and close, and based on where you click it, looks like that side opens and closes. Is the trunk open? Nah. It says Veve on the back. That's pretty cool. Actually, I didn't realize that. Maybe that's just a placeholder for like a license plate. It would be kind of cool if you could customize your license plate, but I didn't know that. Trunk as well, really? Maybe not this one. It's not letting me open the trunk. I'm like clicking on it like the same way I am with a door. No hood. Oh, there it go. Okay, maybe I was just clicking in the wrong spot. Nice. Well, that's sick. I did not know this at all. Dude, the detail's insane. It actually says like the Lambo logo like in cursive and everything. That is really cool. Okay, you know, maybe. And you can drive these. You can open the trunk. You can open the side doors. You can watch your favorite streamers on the little console on the inside. See how far to let me zoom in. Dude, this scroll wheel is like taking a while. Like I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Dude, the detail, you guys see it? Actually, that's actually written. It says start Probably says start or stop. There's then navigation, vehicle, telephone. Dude, you can actually like read what's on the inside. I'm not sure what language that is. That is pretty cool. I wish I could like pitch the camera like left or right. It's like stuck on a fixed point and you have to like work around that. So sorry if I can't like look up, but dude, that's cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like controls for like the windows and like the hazard lights and everything. It's actually pretty crazy looking. See what the seats look like. Like I said, I'm sorry. It's like it's fixed at a point like its side and like below the car. It's kind of weird. Like it won't let me change angles. But dude, those seatbelts look very accurate because you know it has like the red on it and stuff. Like that is crazy looking. I like how the steering wheel's on the left side as it should be. I feel like a lot of the European people would be like, "Oi, that's on the wrong side, mate." Trunk as well, the top, yeah. So that is sexy, 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 crisp. I have to use the web app more. Didn't know you could see these before drop. They look awesome. Yeah, they look really good. I don't know. I play video games with some friends. I play. Some of you guys might know EVE Online, but I do have a lot of friends and, well, I guess they're called court mates, but the equivalent of like being in a guild or like a group or whatever. And a lot of them from Europe, and so I pick up some funny phrases or just the way they talk. It's kind of funny. Looks fire in app. I'm more hyped now. Yeah, dude, it looks really good in the app. So Pure Chaos knows what's up. Oi! I'm probably cursing when I say this. You fitting to get whacked, mate. You bloody plonker. You donut. I could just go on, but I'll stop. This is really cool, though. Wag me, I know, I know. What's Wag me doing? It's up. It's probably up to like 4.5 ETH, right? Like floor. It's up pretty high. I'm kind of upset I didn't buy one a long time ago. Or at least when the drop happened, because I had like 150, or no, I had like $200 worth of ETH on my account. Tried a minute, didn't work. Went in the secondary, but like the cheapest one, I think in the secondary after the drop was like 250. And I didn't know how to buy ETH, to be quite honest. Like I got it originally because I had a friend help me out. I just like Venmo'd him the money and he just delivered me the ETH. So I was a bit lost, so. Because of my ignorance, you know, just casually lost like 4 grand, but whatever. Yeah, this looks really cool in the app. I do like the red one a little bit more though. Let's take a look at the red one really quick. I like the red, then gray, then white, then green. Been stacking Uncanny X-Men 129 uncommons. They're so undervalued. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Marcus. I was gonna look at this. I was gonna look at the comic, or sorry, the car, but it seems more interesting. Let's do the comics. Which one is that again? So 129. Oh, this one? Yeah, this is a good one. Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost. And even second, the uncommons. Interesting. Still cheap and very thin walls, but you know, whenever it comes to comics like this, or just in general on Veve, whenever you start buying stuff up, the second it gets to a certain point of like critical mass, like once this thing gets up to like 5 gems, people are gonna find out and start undercutting. And when they start undercutting, it starts appearing up here on this list, right? Like if you're on the app, it starts appearing higher on the list more frequently. Then people are going to look at it more often and be like, oh my God, the uncommons are at 5 gems. I'm going to list mine because I bought mine for 2. And then it's just going to keep undercutting, but like definitely take advantage while you can. I do like that comic. I think I have like 4 or 5 of those. do want to buy more, but that is a good comic. So I do agree with you, Marcus. 129 is a good comic. Though personally, there's some other ones I'd rather stack, even though it costs a bit more. There's some other ones, you know, FA Rogue, FA Gambit, you know, Jubilee. I kind of liked initially, but I'm starting to find out like, okay, she's not the most popular character. There's only 30,000 mints. It's not like I hard stacked it. I only have like 6 of those comic. I think I bought all of them at like 2 gems or less. Sick. See what the collectibles are doing. I wonder if the collectible list refreshes every so often. You know, and I've been meaning to go back and buy one of these Mysterios. Where's the ultra rare version? Or maybe if I look at the collectible details page. I've been meaning to actually go back and buy the ultra rare Mysterio, because I do think he's, at the end of the day, I mean, Spider-Man villains are always going to do relatively well. Ooh, there's kind of like a 10 gem difference here. Not bad. I mean, Spider-Man, like major villains, especially ones that have been in like movies, I feel like are going to do well in the future, especially since their mint numbers are relatively low. Like there's 2,000 of these ultra rares, and didn't they also get burned too? I think I'd have to check on the app to like see how many actually got burned, so it's a bit different. Yeah, I've been spending most of my time here, though I really wish, you know, I did enjoy using ecomi wiki, but obviously that's been kind of unsupported for a long time. I think Mysterio and Doc Ock are both great pickups. I think so too. Like they're both whoever is the popular superhero, the villains are also going to be popular as well, right? And you know, it's almost like if you're a real Batman fan, for the most part, like you're going to want Joker, you're going to want Robin, you're going to want probably everything is, you know, all the other people, you know, Bane, all the other villains, or sometimes like sidekicks of those characters that are like associated with that main character, for the most part. Burn, baby, burn it all. Yeah, dude, I'm so stoked for the burn. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. Let's see here. And I could be wrong. Can I do this type of search? I can do it on my phone, weirdly enough, but I don't think I could do this type of search on Twitter, like on like the Twitter page. Yeah, because how do you search like the actual tweets within the tweets? Like every time I click on the search function, it always shows the whole thing. I'm trying to see like how I can do an actual search. View topics. No, not here. Oh well. Anyway, it's gonna be kind of hard to see. Okay, here it is. It's gonna be hard to see, but this is kind of my theory and something you guys should talk about. So the burn mechanic that Marvel's been doing, I know it's gonna be hard to see. Oh, I'm not even gonna bother. That's too small. How do I show this? Trying to find likes, media, tweets. Do you guys know how to do that search function on Veve or like on Twitter, where you can search for like key terms or keywords within Veve? or like not within Veve, Jesus, within these posts, because I can do it on my phone, but I can't do it on the web app for some reason. Like when I type in burned, it like looks up like burned by name. Hope everyone burns their Avengers #4 comments, currently holding 2% of circulating supply. That's a lot, dude. Hell yeah. 2%, so that's of commons? That's 60? You own 60 commons? That's pretty cool. That's sick. I know you guys can't see it because it's on my phone and I can't show it on here for whatever reason, or it won't let me like search for whatever reason. But if you guys don't remember, the very first time Marvel did a burn where they like burned collectibles and comics like at the same time was October 29th. So the very end of October. The next time they did it, okay, no. Take it back. November 29th was the very first time. Remember they burned Mjolnir, Mr. Fantastic, Doc Ock, Alpha Flight, those comics, whatever. And they did it again January 30th. So kind of what I'm seeing here is like it's a line. It's not a trend yet, but so far it seems like Marvel burns stuff every 2 months. Because since then they haven't burned anything, because it was November 30th, so the very end of November they burned stuff. The very end of January, 2 months later, they burned stuff. So what I'm thinking is not end of February, obviously, but the very end of March, I do think they're going to burn more stuff. So any comics left in the store, any collectibles left in the store, I think they're just going to burn. So just a heads up. I think that's the play, or I think that's what could happen. Again, it's not a trend, but that's what it seemed to be so far. With just the 2 burn things that we've had, they've been literally exactly 2 months apart. Like the 30th and the 29th. I don't think it's a coincidence that they had 2 different burns literally the last day or 2 of the month. I own 1% of AF15 uncommons. Let's go. Dude, I've seen you stacking those. I mean, it's debatable, right? It's debatable. Is it better to own 10 commons or 18 or like possibly even 20 uncommons instead? You own a bigger market share of that comic if you do the uncommons, for sure. What do you get if you burn your own comics? Nobody knows. And from what it sounds like, there's a burn in 2 different ways. There's a burn where you burn it and you get like master collector points, which I don't think is worth it at all. Or what you do is it's like an exchange. So you exchange, let's say 20 commons for a new comic that is unique and different. I don't like the idea of like upgrading, like, oh, turn in 5 commons for an uncommon, then 5 uncommons for a rare. Like, I don't like that, like kind of like exchange. Especially since now you're just saturating like the higher rarities, and yeah, not a huge fan of that personally. But what I would like to see is like, all right, you burn 20 of them and now you get a whole new comic cover or a whole new different thing. I own 5% of Aston Martin SRs. Let's go. Tucson collectibles. I own 1% of UR T-Rexes. And that, dude, that's a lot. If you're one person and you own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% of a market share, that's a lot. I heard you get points. True. That's essentially it. You get points.
Mansion security needs an upgrade. Mansion security needs an upgrade. And that's where our first appearance character, Scott Lang, comes into the picture. He's been hired by Tony Stark as an employee of Stark Industries to install a humble security system. Unfortunately for Scott Lang, Wonder Man and Beast undo a fair amount of his work in seconds by obliterating security measures, thinking the mansion was under attack. And that scene that you just saw pop up, that is pretty much Scott Lang's only appearance in this comic, and it solves problem number 1, mansion security.
Corey's awesome.
Mansion security.
Good for him that he's with Veve now. That was such a good hire. I own number 41 T-Rex. Let's go, fun on the side. How you doing, dude? I own 41 Boo Cat and Aaron Gonduk. Boo Cat. Which one's Boo Cat? I'll have to actually look that one up. Boo Cat? Or do you mean Bam Cat? Oh, Boo the Cat. I didn't even know what this was. I've seen it. See on the number 41 minute this? That's sick. What's it at right now? Oh wow, that's really low. 66 editions. 84 gems. Nice. Do you have it listed? Edition low. Do you have it listed? Not even, bro. Not even. And then Aaron Gonduk. Let's see what that is. What's Aaron doing? What's Aaron doing? You know what? It's funny because those little cigarette looking things they have, it reminds me of those like candy cigarettes that like look like cigarettes and it's just filled with like, I assume like just flour or like powdered sugar or something like that. You could like blow on it and it makes it look like you're smoking, but you're obviously not. Yeah, that's what that kind of like looks like to me. That like cigarette thing. Or it looks like, almost like he's like chewing on a pencil. More like it actually. 6 gems. All right, let's go. You still haven't listed yours. You're a hodler. I can appreciate that. Need to make it worth it to burn. Points wouldn't be great considering the minimum comic is $2.50 to $3. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing too. How would they determine the amount of points you would get? Is it based off the floor price? Because honestly, if it's based off floor price, it is so easy to manipulate the market to give yourself a crap ton of points. Like you can just go to, I don't even know. Maybe this will help. Let me see here. So let's go to like uncommons because sometimes those are sneaky. And those are like really low mints. So there's 250. Store price, trend name, making market listings. Okay. So what has the least amount of market listings? Okay, this obviously. Okay, these make sense. Okay, so there's only 15 of these on the market. Uncanny X-Men. Let's look it up. Uncanny X-Men 96. So it's very easy to get like me, Fun Under the Sun, Tucson Collectibles, Pure Chaos. Like let's say they're like, oh yeah, if you burn a comic, you get Master Collector points based on the floor price of the comic. It would be so easy to find the cheapest one. I think it was Uncanny 90 something. Uncanny X-Men. Yeah, this one. Listings, uncommon. Yeah, 3. So what we could do is we could literally buy all of these because the most expensive comic, I don't know if you guys can see that. The most expensive one is 16 gems. Like all of us could get together and be like, hey, let's do this. Let's buy all of them, relist them for 1,000,000 gems, and then we sell, and then we burn the odd ones that we don't want or whatever. And then now we're basically getting Master Collector points to the equivalent of 1,000,000 gems. So I really hope they don't do that. To be like, oh, when you burn a comic, you get the equivalent of like whatever the floor price is, because that's so easy to manipulate. So I hope that's not the case. If it is, I mean, it's not against the rules. I would manipulate the shit out of it, to be quite honest. If they did that, I would totally hit up Tucson and all of the guys in chat here, be like, yo, I said this was gonna happen. Let's get ourselves millions of Master Collector points. I think I got 10 Boo Cats. That's sick. I do like the look of the Boo Cats. I will say that. I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of the independent artist work, but there's some really cool ones, and I do agree that is one of the cooler ones. Fun Under the Sun, 10-minute break from work. Need Omi and Veve to pay off. It will. I own number 43 SR Spider-Man. Holy shit. That's nuts, dude. That's so cool. That'll probably go for, you know, at least a couple dollars one day. Couple dollars, maybe a couple $100,000. Looks like a pencil and not a sig. Yeah, it does look like a pencil. You know, now that I look at it closer. I randomly bought number 41 Guernica in an auction. Nice. I do like the Guernica ones. I think I still have mine. Like I bought them a while ago. I think they're... I don't think I sold them both. Yeah, they're right here. You guys want to see how much I bought them for? Oh boy, here we go. I paid 165 gems for it. Now it's down to 28. It's not down 90%, just like 85%. So not that bad. Not that bad. That poster is my favorite. It's a cool poster. I have 2 of them. Lowest is 53 mint Stitch. Nice. I don't really have a lot of low mint stuff. We make it Hulk 1 comic soon. That would be awesome. 100th anniversary for DC. You think we get anything soon? On Veve, I doubt it. I mean, it really seems like DC is really banking on Palm NFT. You know, Bat Cowls, the comics. It seems like that's going to be their way of making money. I mean, they might toss Veve like a collectible or something like that, but I doubt they're going to be like, oh my god, we're going to drop Action Comics #1 on Veve before Palm. Like, that's just not going to happen. I think DC likes the exclusivity of Palm. I think to them, like, just Veve is just like too much competition. Even though I do think they would probably get better pricing. Their collectibles would sell for more on Veve, but I think they would make less money because of the way, you know, 8.5% works. Who knows what the contract is on Palm? I would imagine DC gets more money through Palm, so I could be wrong. People like Boo the Cat because it looks like Randy Chavez's Dashie. True. I can see that. Let me look again. Does it look like Dashie? I can see it. I can kind of see it. Facsimiles have been released on DC NFT and Veve. Hulk #1 is coming. You think so? Hulk #1. Let's take a quick look at a Hulk #1. You guys don't know what it looks like. All 2 of you that are probably in chat and never seen Hulk #1. Let's just grab a random one. Just grab this one. This is the Wikipedia. Doesn't look that clear. Can we get a bigger comic or look? Good God. What did I do to myself? All right, so this is Hulk #1. First appearance of Bruce Banner. Is the first appearance of Bruce Banner or Hulk? Is there a difference? I know there is a difference, but... And dude, I remember that was a huge thing on Veve as well. People talking about, well, if we get Bruce Banner, does that also mean we get the first appearance of like Hulk, right? Or let's say we got Tony Stark. Does that also mean we get the first appearance? Like, let's say we drop Tony Stark tomorrow, you know, him in his suit and whatever else. Did we already have the Iron Man FA and it's too late? Like, we can't have Tony Stark now because we already have Iron Man on the app and vice versa. So would you guys consider like alter egos as 2 different characters completely, or is it one and the same if they like dropped on Veve? Like, let's say we get the Hulk collectible, Marvel Mighty, and then we get Bruce Banner as like a collectible a year from now. Would Bruce Banner not be FA because we already have Hulk? They seem to come out together lately. I would like to think so. And dude, I would love to get this comic as well. He's all gray and shit and like ready to tear people apart. I love this. And Hulk is classic. Hulk 102 is a big one as well. Why is that? Just curious. Let's put an 02 at the end. According to Go Collect, titled series starts again. Huh. It is a big comic. I mean, it's worth a few grand. Minimum. titled series starts again. So like it started up and then stopped and then started again. Is that it? Did it end at Hulk like 101 for a long time and then it got rebooted? Is that why? Mitch tweeted they discovered kinks with MCP. We may have another delay, boys. Like I said, I'm done holding my breath. I'm not. It's not like all my investing decisions hinge on Master Collector, program or anything like that either. So I'm not. I don't really care too much. But I could totally understand why it would upset people. People that have put money specifically in for MCP, they want to cash it in. They want to be able to leverage the points that they've used, right, or that they've accumulated for like two years at this point, over 2 years. And they want to do it to like have a chance at better drops, like Lambo, like Hulk #1. Eventually when those drops come out, people are like, I want to be able to pay money and put in Master Collector points because like I want to be able to leverage the points, all the money I put in. Hulk 102 is sort of Hulk #1, but series 2. Hulk lasted 6 issues. Oh, okay. The early 1960s Hulk series lasted 6 issues, then Hulk was in many guest roles. Then Hulk started again in 1968 or 8. Yeah, 68 or 69 with Hulk 102. So this says 68, so maybe it took some time to get to some stores. So it might have been 69, but that's cool. It definitely seems like Hulk is definitely like I would imagine like when Hulk was making all those cameos, he was basically used as a plot device to show how strong other people were, or that, it's like, how does this character stack up against the Hulk? Like, he beats him around a bit, but he's just like a big brooding, Hulk. That's just how it is. It reminds me of, it's a terrible example because it's kind of like the opposite, but it reminds me of Worf. I don't know if you guys ever watched Star Trek, Next Generation. He was a Klingon, which is like a battle, a race of aliens, basically based on battle and fighting and all that stuff. They're basically heavily in like the Mongolian, seems like, civilization and all that stuff. Long story short, because of Data, Worf was always like overshadowed strength-wise. And they basically always used Worf as a way to show off how strong the enemy was. So anytime the enemy or alien would like show up on the bridge, he would go up to like fight them, and then he would just get like thrown away or teleported somewhere else. Like he was always just used as like the butt end of a joke to just show off like how strong everyone else was. Hulk showed up in a lot of Tales of Suspense issues in the 60s. I assume so. And he was just kind of like, I feel like he was used, because now that you bring it up, I feel like he's always using like the corner of the page. It's always like 2 different characters are fighting or something's happening, and then it says like, well, what happens when Hulk shows up? And like, it's like, oh, like, let's just throw Hulk in there because he's just like a fun character. I don't know. I could be wrong. Cool. I dig it. Kind of want to check out Veve's set list really quick, just see like what the cheapest comics are per point. What are the new ones? I think this list has actually changed a little bit since the last time we checked it out. It's kind of funny. Also cool, it shows the 24-hour change as well. Let me zoom in a bit more so you guys can see. So right now the cheapest comic per MCP point is Tarzan of the Apes, 209, unsurprisingly. All new Ghost Rider. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. Interesting. Then Tarzan of the Apes. Man, Tarzan of the Apes is like just not popular at all. Like, it's taken up what, 3 of the bottom 6 spots, including the ultra rare. That's no bueno. Captain Marvel, Marvel Legacy, Spider-Man #5. Like, there might be some of these I would actually just buy because it's so cheap. Like, I'd probably buy Ghost Rider. I don't really care too much about Tarzan of the Apes, but I mean, there are people out there that are just spending, they might set aside a certain amount of gems just to spend for MCP. Me personally, I'm holding off until I know A, the program actually gets implemented, and B, how much stuff actually costs, because I don't want to spend you know, there's probably some people out there that spent 150, 200 gems on comics, like just rares and ultra rares, just so they can get more points, to then later realize, oh yeah, with $200 worth of rare comics, you can only get an extra like ticket or two a month, right? Like we still have no idea how much stuff actually costs. What about the collectibles, like solo collectibles? Disney and Princess Pop Out. Okay, that price list hasn't updated yet. Chucky. So Chucky's the cheapest. No, it's not. Let me take that back. Let me flip this. Is this right? All right. Holiday Elves. Yeah, and this Jurassic World one is weird because it doesn't show the price. I don't know if it's weird because like the metadata or something, but Holiday Elf stamps seem to be the cheapest. Yeah, it's pretty much the stamps. Stamps and some of the Eternals. Stamps and Eternals are the cheapest things to buy. Per Master Collector point. As for sets, Holiday Elves, more stamps. Young Warhol. Really? That doesn't seem right. Maybe. Disney Villains Collection UK and Relief Project. Yeah. Nice. I actually did want to take a quick peek at, let me go over here, just log in. Did want to take a quick peek at DC Comics, see what they're doing. Strange. Has the DC webpage been making you like log in twice sometimes? It's super weird. I'll log in and it'll say like, oops, something went wrong. And I have to like re-log in. Okay, there we go. Cool. Look up one thing here really quick. I do like DC a lot. This is the other app I do have. It's not like I have a ton of money put in, but definitely buying some bat cows early on helped a ton. I am curious what bat cows are doing right now. I mean, the Legacy Cowl? No, that's the comic. Which one is the... Batman collection? No. Dude, it's so hard sometimes to find what the hell you're looking for on this collection. Bat Cow collection, duh, there it is. All right, so recently listed. No, we want cheapest or by price. Also zoom in on this a bit. Does seem a bit zoomed out. Okay, floor is down to 500 right now. Gosh, I remember when this thing pumped up to 1,000 when the Superman #1 comic came out. So much liquidity got pumped into like the Palm NFT platform because of that drop alone. And because of that, people were selling, I don't know, like uncommon Supermans for like 650, getting that, and then because they already had like $100 in the app, they were buying bat cows for like $750. It's just crazy to think about. I think at one point this was down to like 400 or 450, so the floor's moved up a little bit, not too much. That floor cow looks familiar. Is that yours? Oh, it doesn't say her name or anything. Oh, it's right here. I would help you out, but I don't have 500 gems or $500. That's a cool looking cow though. I do like that light blue and purple. It's almost like my colors here. It kind of reminds me. I do want to change the colors a bit. Have those apps for a reason. Let's do like more of a red. So we'll get that going with red. And then with these lights, I have to connect again. Sorry, my lights are going to be going crazy here for a sec. How about this? Ooh, that's pretty bright. That's good. Okay, initially it just gets like super bright, but this is good enough. Or should we do green or yellow? Looks a bit more gold or like bright, but let's just keep it with this red. That's a cool looking bat cowl, I have to admit. Pretty good traits and rarities. But I do like the look of that one. Let's see what the was this a newly listed one? This one's kind of like a weird like police like looking bat cowl. I don't know. Let's check out the what's Superman doing? That's always the most important one. Superman. Surprised Miles is still holding up so well during the squeeze. It's funny you mentioned squeeze because we haven't used the word gem squeeze in a long time, right? Like there really hasn't been a time recently where like a single drop caused a ton of collectibles to go down in price. It's been a while, but that's because everything's been going down. So it's not like any singular drop is causing like the entire market to go down like we had with some other drops like Vader and stuff. But I think like Vader was like the very last like actual gem squeeze we had. After that, it's just like the market has just been going down and has always been going down for a while. Secret rare is at about 7 grand. Rare is about 700. So rare is almost exactly a tenth of the price as the secret rare. Epic is 1500. Uncommon is 500. Superman. Common is at 450 basically. 440. Uncommon's at 460. Which is interesting. I kind of like the idea of the beater comic. I like the look of the uncommon covers where they're all beat up because that's more than likely what they're going to look like if you saw them in real life. Not always, but more than likely. So I do have a common one. We'll look up a couple other things and then we'll go back to Veve. We might even try a bit of that game we talked about a bit earlier. What was the other one? Detective Comics. First appearance of Robin. Legendary is at 730. Rare is at 89. Common 45. Uncommon 55. Prices are getting pretty close to each other with the common and uncommon now. Epic is 223. Strangely enough, like my favorite, I feel like almost like the legendary cover is like too bright in a weird way. I love the uncommon look. I like the uncommon and epic. I feel like almost like the legendary looks just like unrealistically bright. All right, last one. What's like another big comic we have? Let me look at my collection. I feel like I've done a decent job collecting the ones that are decently big. Brave and the Bold or Batman Adventures. Look at both of those. Brave and the Bold. Legendary is less than 500. Uncommon 65. Common. So it's weird how these are actually uncommons. Uncommon Brave and Bold is higher than FA Robin, but common is cheaper than FA Robin. Epic is lower, so is the rare compared to the Robin ones. That's interesting. Maybe because this one has a signature on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this one actually has a signature on it. I don't know what it says. This is like number 1, H2, or it says like 412S. It says like Broadway. Oh, I guess it's an address. Number 1, 4125 Broadway. Huh. Don't know what that means. But that has like a signature on it. So maybe that's why it's a bit more. That is kind of like a unique aspect that some of the other comics don't have. And then, let's see here. Flash. Where's the Batman Adventures? That's it, right? Yeah, here it is. This is the first appearance of Harley Quinn, I believe. Like the actual first appearance. Common at 32, uncommon at 11. Common's actually performing a bit better than I thought it would. I actually really like this rare cover because it shows all the girls, shows Poison Ivy and all of them. But I do know the common is the most classic cover. Legendary and Epic are kind of meh. Like, I understand the appeal, but I like the renditions of like the classic cover, or like it's like similar art. And this was like one of the first ones, not the first, but this is one of the first ones that had like alternate art as well. Cool. How do I get off this? I guess I'll just click here. Just click somewhere just to get off this page. Daily Cat Shorts asks, do you know of any profitable NFTs coming up? Doesn't have to be Veve. To be quite honest, I'm not that active in like other NFT projects. For me, it's mostly been Veve, DC Palm. I did HRO a while back. Also did the like Warner Brothers Web3 thing, which started off cool. Then like they haven't done anything in like 3 months, 3.5 months. So yeah, not too sure. I know a kid called Beast did extremely well because that thing has been hyped up for like 3 years. And I didn't even hear about it. I shit you not till like the day of the drop. So I was a bit late to that. Brevsky, Golden Moments lost its hype, but we're still stacking. But we still stacking gem for gem. What would you buy? Take a look here. I think it's because what took a lot of wind out of people's sails was hearing that Disney doesn't like giving like retroactive utility. They like letting people know up front what you're going to get and all that stuff. So NFTs, we did Golden Moments. Organize it by not release date, but let's do floor price. Gem for gem, that's hard to tell. These are 239. These are 36 gens. It's tough, dude. And honestly, like I will admit, it is kind of hard to look at Golden Moments the same way, knowing that there's not likely going to be utility. Doesn't mean there will never be. It's just unlikely that Disney's gonna like double back and like give these utility. Especially since these did have utility. It was giving you like, was it 3, 6, or 12 months worth of Disney Plus? If you got the Walt, you got a year worth of Disney Plus, which is, I don't know how much money that is. It's like 120 bucks, something like that. Maybe 150. But gem for gem, I don't know. I'm biased. Everyone's biased when it comes to Golden Moments. People are like, oh my God, you need to get like, people love Beauty and the Beast. So you got to get Cogsworth and Lumiere, or, you know, Timon and Pumbaa because of Lion King. Jesus, that took me a minute. Personally, I would stick to the originals, like Elsa, Sorcerer's Hat, C-3PO, R2-D2, Iron Man, Walt. I think Homer and Bart is fine. I just feel like when people think of Disney, they don't think of Homer and Bart. I think Disney logo's good. Donald and Daisy could be good. I think that one does have a lot of mints. I like the lamp as well, but I don't know. Would you take a Golden Moment FA Iron Man or the full color red and gold Iron Man? It depends on the price. If they were the identical prices and the gold Iron Man was still FA, that's a tough one. I really want the golden red one, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's a tough one. I would personally, I'd probably just get both. I do like Iron Man that much, but I'd probably stick with the golden Iron Man. It also depends on the mint numbers too. Like identical mints, identical price, identical everything. I'd probably go with the golden one, and like just buy like the red and gold like later or something, or red and yellow. Winnie the Pooh horror movie came out today. I've heard about that. I heard about the a lot of the issues or like speculation. Winnie the Pooh. You know what's crazy is when you just Google Pooh, it's already showing some of the horror movie stuff, which is kind of crazy. Pooh horror movie. Hopefully it doesn't show anything like too graphic or insane. Okay, good. But this just looks so ridiculous. I remember seeing a trailer for this like 6 months ago, and this is like the cover. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Oh my god. Dude, I remember in high school there's this guy who loved horror movies. He was a good friend of mine, and he always wanted to make these really absurd. Some of the titles I can't read or say in stream because it's like too vulgar. I don't want to get in trouble. But one of them he wanted to call, like, it was a horror movie like somewhere out in like the Arctic or something like that, and he wanted to name it like Red as Snow. Like there's all these like very just catchy and just kind of like just dumb like taglines, I guess you could say. Like this is like the main title and there's like the tagline underneath it. It's like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. We'll be friends forever, won't we? In cinemas February 15th. That's too funny, dude. Is it actually in movie theaters? I'll probably just end up just watching it online. You know, I have a few sites that I use to watch movies for free, and I'd rather just like wait for it. I'm surprised this thing isn't like a straight to like DVD thing, to be honest. Maybe Fish and Lobster for Little Mermaid, maybe that too, but I need Mark 1 Iron Man. Yes, the iron suit, like the very first original one, where he's like it's like made of like, it's like a gray iron, obviously. I would take gold Iron Man too. Yeah, just golden moment Iron Man. Veve Wheels, what's up? What up, big dogs? I own the 2023 Winnie the Pooh. Nice. EGAD. Lol, what's EGAD? Am I being silly here?
EGAD.
Meaning, I had to do this because maybe this is a Canadian thing. Expressing surprise, anger, or affirmation. That's... How do you do that? Like, I mean, the surprised, angry, or affirmation. Like that, I feel like that's so many different like contexts.
EGAD.
How do you use it in a sentence? Late 17th century, representing earlier a god. In a sentence. Let me look this up. I did not know egad was a word. Used as an expletive or mild oath. Egad, I never thought of that. Just Archie Ugg sounds? Imagine having the Hall of Armor in the Veveverse. Oof. I don't know what that is. You guys are making all these references that I do not know. Hall of Armor. Oh, okay. For Iron Man. Okay, I thought we're still on the topic of like horror movies. I'm like, what is that? That would be sick. Hall of Armor, like that, like vault or whatever you want to call it. That'd be sick. Mr. Weatherby is always stating egad in the comics. All right, who's Mr. Weatherby? You guys are making me Google everything. Mr. Weatherby. Fictional character in Archie. Okay. Yeah, that is his first appearance makes me want to collect this comic. Mr. Weathersby. Or Mr. Weatherby. Say Withersby? I meant Weatherby. His first appearance is in Jackpot Comics number 5, spring 1942. My Collectibles was there. He won't admit it, but he was there. He helped invent the character Mr. Weatherby, and he came up with the word. He came up with that word. Egad. Make him say Egad. Make him say Egad. Everyone knows what that is. Egad. I got Miles Rare collectible mint 1122 at floor price. You think that's a good mint? I like it. I mean, it's 1122 is it's an aesthetically pleasing looking mint. Let's say that. I'm not sure if it's, I don't know how much more it's going to go for than floor, but all iron suits will be badass. I agree. A lot of them will be badass. Well, Archie comics are hilarious. I'm trying to remember what comics I read as a kid. I'm talking like the newspaper comics at the back. So it was mostly, I remember reading a lot of, oh my god, what's his name? The orange cat. Oh my god, I'm blanking. He used to eat lasagna all the time. I cannot believe I'm blanking on his name. You guys are gonna say it and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, how could I forget? So there's that one. I remember reading one called like Stone Age or something like that. There was like this like caveman guy. There's like one guy who's like really, really smart. It's been so long since I've read like newspaper comics. Garfield, that's his name. I remembered. Garfield. I remember reading a bit of Garfield and some other ones. Garfield, thank you, Delco. Dude. I'm like, what the hell is his name? Crazy Veve guy. Great stream vibes. Background music is so on point and chill. Are you gem ready for the Lambos? Which color is your fave? I'm barely gem ready, let's say that. But I'm more than happy to put in more gems if I somehow get like a rebound or something like that. If you like Archie, don't watch Riverdale. Okay. I still don't know who Archie is. I mean, I know who he is now, but if I had to pick, and I think I mentioned it before, my favorite actually of these, just purely aesthetics, is the maroon, like the red, the gray and yellow, or the gray and gold, or silver and gold, whatever people want to say. It's kind of a toss-up between these two. I'm trying to imagine myself driving it in real life, and which one would make me seem less of a douche, I guess. I don't know, maybe. I'd probably say the green. Like, I like the white and blue too, but the green and orange is a very cool color combination. Probably the green and orange and then the white and blue. Let's say that. That's just me personally. I know a lot of people have given price predictions on it. I'll say them again really quick. I think the common, it's going to be hard to tell, dude, with this one, because I do think this one's going to be heavily botted. There's going to be a few more people in the app going for it that weren't on Veve before because of Lambo. The mint numbers are low, but not crazy low. And last I heard, people can still make new accounts on Veve and not be KYC'd and still go for drops. So I think that's going to affect the price too as well. But I think it was like 120 to 150, 160 for like the uncommon. So like basically double the price. Probably, let's go like 150. And then here will probably be like 200. This will be like 450, 500. And this will probably be 1200. I've seen people go as high as 1700, 1800 for this. I've seen some people go as low as 900 or even like 800 for this. It's so hard to tell when you have like a brand new IP. Even though we've had vehicles in the past, like the mint numbers aren't as low as the 007s, but they're not as high as DeLorean, and it's not as expensive as Kit or as the 007. So it's like a kind of weird middle ground. But it is a meme. You can never underestimate the meme potential of just anything, because when Lambo, the doors do open and close. If you guys didn't know, you guys can check. Let's do the. I apologize for the bright light, so give me a sec. Sorry. So if you guys didn't know, in the web app, I know I literally did this 30 minutes ago, but we haven't looked at the red one yet. You can open the doors on either side and close them. You can also open the trunk, look inside, and it says Lambo in cursive and everything. I know it's kind of hard to see. Unfortunately, I can't pitch the camera left and right. Like I have to, like, the camera's fixed on a point and all I can do is zoom in and out and move the vehicle. So, I mean, it has the engine in the back, which is pretty sick. And if we keep zooming in here, a couple more wheel scrolls. So give me a sec here. We see the inside and actually says, I mean, it's hard to see on your guys' end because the screen is, I mean, I have a big monitor, but it says start and stop right there. It has like the middle seatbelt buckle, like where you clip into. It has like everything. Even has the buttons up here at the top for like the hazard lights and the windows, the trunk, like everything. It also has like the vehicle has like the UI for the like little screen here. It's pretty cool. The pedals are there, so it's not just like blank. Dude, they even have the little like handles there to like move your, you guys see that? Like little handle to the side to like lean your seat back or go back and forth. This is really, really accurate, really well done. Even says passenger airbag off, and it says Lambo there in the corner. I know it's kind of hard to see because again, I can't turn the camera. Like just the detail, like the more you look into it, it's pretty crazy. Anything to see here? No, not really. But yeah, very detailed. I really, really like it. I'll be quite honest, and I've said this before, if I do get the secret rare, I'll probably end up selling it when I feel like it's gotten, you know, to a high enough point where I do want to sell it. I'd rather sell it, rebuy, you know, an uncommon or a rare, and then have the extra gems to spend on other things that I would prefer instead. Yeah, I'll be honest, if I get the ultra rare, it's going to be really a game time decision whether to decide to sell it or not, because that is my favorite one, just aesthetically. It depends. I mean, if that thing is going for like north of $1,000, there's a lot of good stuff you can get for north of $1,000. Like if the ultra rare just somehow goes up to like 1,000, or even like 800, might end up selling it and just like, again, rebuying one of these cheaper ones just to say I have one and then put the gem somewhere else. That's just my take. But if this thing is just chilling at like 200, 300, 400 even, might just keep it. And if I land either the common, uncommon, or rare, I'll probably just end up keeping it too. But we'll see. I mean, the prices, I say this now, but if the prices are way higher than I think, I might just end up just selling it and waiting, you know, 6 months and rebuying it. Like, who knows? I think we should have wheelchairs in Veveverse with rocket motors. That would be sick. That would be awesome. Or have like the hoverboards from what's it called, Back to the Future, like underneath it, something like that. So you can just like levitate. Dude, when are we gonna get, dude, I would actually, just for fun, in the Veveverse, because the way I look and all that stuff, I would totally get Professor X's like chair, his like golden chair. If you guys don't know what I mean. Like, give me this. This is what I want. Where's the cartoon? Yeah, just give me this. That's a terrible like painting or like picture. I'm just gonna do Professor X. When I typed in chair, like some of the results look really weird. If I do cartoon. There it is. Hell yeah. Dude, give me this. That's what I want to ride around in. Pimped out, yellow, floating wheelchair. That's what I want. Give me that, and I'll fly that around to the Veveverse. I don't care. If it can go fast, dude, I'll fly that around. Crash into other people and stuff. Reading other people's minds. Put the Cerebro helmet on it. Dude, that's such a cool picture. I'll be in the VV-verse flying around with that chair with the Cerebro helmet on. Where's the one? Where's the picture? My facial expression probably won't look like that, but if I have the Cerebro helmet on, then yeah. I want to drive the gray one. Douche color, yeah. Full douche. You never go full douche, but if you're crypto rich, it doesn't matter. You can be as douchey as you want. Delco, dude, I like them all. I'll be happy if I get any, honestly. Same here. But if one does go for, if the one I get is going for what I think is an absurd amount, you know, I do not mind liquidating it and buying something else. White and blue is my best, but maroon is also looking sick. Dude, I'm telling you, looks pretty cool. I like it. The gray and gold I like a lot as well. I sold my ultra rare Spider-Man or ASM number 2 to gamble on Lambo. If I don't get one, I'll buy back and lose a few gems. Yeah, it's not a terrible strategy. And who knows, maybe if you wait like another few more weeks, it'll go even cheaper and you can just like get your money back. Yep, Archie comics are awesome. Never read them, but I'm glad you guys have enjoyed Archie. Good call yesterday vibes. Buying Apple's first AR headset and keeping some sealed. I'll think I'll do the same. Yeah, I remember talking about that yesterday. I'm like, any like new piece of technology that's supposed to like revolutionize society or culture or entertainment, anything like that, I'm definitely gonna do that. You know, you think of the iPods, you think of hell, probably, you know, vinyl players, like any of that stuff, you know, first cell phones, whatever, any of that stuff. I feel like the first version of it that's ever been released, people are going to want it for vintage reasons and all kinds of stuff. As much as I like VR, I do think augmented reality is the future. It's way more software based. It seems way more in line with what we're trying to do technology wise in the future. I like VR, don't get me wrong, but you still have to have this like weird setup in your house and there's so much space and I don't know. And it's still super pricey, and don't get me wrong, like the first AR glasses are going to be worth probably a ton or cost a ton. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So Pure Chaos, me and you, we're going to buy AR glasses. We're going to buy one for ourselves and then keep, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus, maybe even more, just sealed. Hold it for like 10, 15 years and then sell it later. So when you're buying SR Miles and joining the Miles High Club vibes, well, trying to find the price here. Marvel, where's Spider-Man? Did I pass it? Yeah, I think I did. There he is. Well, the next time my work gives me a $8,000 bonus on top of what I've already making, I'll buy one. If they give me an $8,000 bonus on my next check, you know, I'll buy it. I'll join you guys. But that hasn't happened yet, so. I agree. Professor Chapter will be so cool. I think you mean Professor Xavier. Is that what it's called? Chapter? Or maybe it was just a typo. Can't wait to become a crypto Lambo bro on Sunday. Dude, we all are. I'm excited. I want that. Dude, I want that Professor X chair too. At least that's what I think we're talking about. Yes, Professor X chair. Take that over Lambo any day. I want Professor X eyebrow on my avatar. Yeah, just the eyebrows. Ah! Archie was a giant comic franchise? Really? The Zune. I still have my Zune used in the box. Nice, Hinano. Hinano. What's up, dude? Glad to see you stop by. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're just shooting the shit. We're starting to get the point in the stream where I'm getting like kind of a little tired. You know, we've been going for 2 hours now. And then we start talking about just random stuff. And I kind of enjoy that a little bit more than just strictly talking about VV and pricing and price predictions, which I do like too as well. But Alien, Predator, Wolverine. Yes, I want all those. Give me Alien, give me Predator. I want Wolverine. I want all those things on Veve. Sup, vibes? I've been lurking. Yeah, I figured. And I know a lot of people are working, especially some people. I mean, they're working for another 15 minutes, maybe hour and 15 minutes. So I figured people are just like having me as background noise, which I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to be your background noise. But sometimes if you're just desperate, if you hate yourself enough, you turn on the vibes. You turn on the Veve vibes. I'm debating on whether I start playing that game. Tengoku Senso. I'm debating it. And ooh, when Pokemon, yeah. I want gaming stuff. Give me Mario, Crash Bandicoot, Last of Us, and Halo. He's good background sound. V Virgin. Virgin. I'm saying VV Virgin. Screw it. V Virgin. What's up, dude? It is good background sound. The music is. Great background noise. I don't know why, but I thought of like the when you said noise, it made me think of the Dumb and Dumber scene where they're like, eh! Most annoying sound in the world. I'm not gonna do that, but I might put it on loop in the background one day. Have you played Hogwarts Legacy yet? I have not, Shankster. I shit you not, I just got this Xbox controller in the mail like today. I played a lot of console games, don't get me wrong, but I've been pretty much a PC gamer. You guys haven't checked out my PC. You guys haven't seen it yet. I built that like, I don't know, 6 months ago? Not even. Probably probably like 3 months ago at this point. But I've been PC gaming for a long time. 8, 9 years at this point. Longer than that. Like I played PC games before that, but like I've almost like exclusively been playing PC games. When I visit family or friends and they have an Xbox, like I'll play with them, but like I'm not gonna buy an Xbox or PlayStation like anytime soon just to play certain games. Especially since most games are out on PC anyway, and some games are easier to play on PC. Except for like fighting games, driving games. Like there are games that are easier on console versus PC, and you need to have like an analog stick or a controller or whatever. And this is actually one of my side-scrolling games. Like playing on computer is weird. The game looks amazing on PC. I'll have to check it out. My what's it called? My Amazon little thingy that listens to my voice. It's going off because I changed its name to, it's not Alexa, it's technically computer now. And so sometimes when I talk and I accidentally say the C word, it starts just talking and I can't get it to shut up. I was like, is someone talking? And I listened over. It's my little Alexa, like just talking and talking and talking. It's like, it was randomly saying some like Wikipedia source, something about Spider-Man. I don't know. I take a Crash and Nintendo. That's cool. I also add Avatar if we see a UFC set. That's would be nice, but UFC won't make deals with people. Interesting. Is it like hard to get like UFC contracts or deals or like use their brand or their fighters? Have you seen season 3 of Star Trek Picard? It's so good. The TNG gang is back. Old, but old. Gotta put old in parentheses. Like, oh, what do you know? They're not young anymore. And you don't need to watch seasons 1 and 2 to know what's going on. I might just do that. Damn vibes, you just activated my A word? Yeah. Dude, I remember hearing people on stream, like people that used to have like, what's it called? Text to speech, like on streams, like on Twitch. People would play, you know, those through the speakers and it would pick up the microphone or whatever. And there were some people that would donate money and the text to speech would be talking in the room, right? And it would say things like, I don't want to use the A word, but it would say like, yeah, sure, I'll say it, whatever. Sorry, Pure Chaos. It would be like, Alexa, what's my address? And it would say their address like live on stream. And they would have to like basically not dox themselves and like, oh my god, like stop. So there was just like weird things that people would do, or that they would say, or like when someone's playing the Xbox, it would play the speakers and it would say Xbox turn off. Like that was the donation. It would say Xbox turn off, and the guy's like streamer, like the computer or the console would just like turn off because it's playing through the speakers and the Xbox would hear it. So it was kind of funny, but it's kind of hard to do that here. Damn it, Vabs. UFC holds all content and will get you for streaming to a village of 100 people. For streaming, yeah. That's what happened even if you include fight clips, etc. in vid instant copyright. They have solid control of all asset. Interesting. They kind of sound like the music industry. Music industry is like very, very anal about making sure no one can slip through the cracks, and copyright claims. They have this crazy software that can detect like even a second and a half of a song if they use like a certain beat or whatever it is. Yeah, Alexa, order an iPhone. Like, Alexa, buy me a Lambo. Yeah. They're like, okay, and then just immediately you get hundreds of thousands of dollars charged to your account. Is there a leak in this? What the hell? Is this leaking? No, okay, it's good. Like, what the hell? I was a little confused there for a sec. All right. Let's try this game for a little bit. Lol. Let's try this game just for a little bit. I almost just want to try like the first like 10 minutes of it. I don't want to do like a full stream. I know the stream title doesn't say anything about the game, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. I will have to turn down the sound on it. Give me a sec here. I apologize if it's going to be pretty loud. And actually, let me just turn off the sound initially. Give me a sec here, guys. Sorry if it's loud. Where is it? Veve. Let's try this. What's the game? Also, I need to turn on this sound. All right, give me a sec here. It's loading. Just give me a sec. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing on here. It's weird. I guess it's not considered a window, so I gotta open up a new source. Let's see if this works. There we go. That works, kind of. Doesn't need to be at the top, though. Doesn't need to be at the bottom, either. There we go. Let's try this. For a little bit. I apologize, but I kind of want to just give this a go. So I got beta access to this game. This is the game that Veve talked about at DCon. And apparently you can like bird me and all that stuff. So start a new file, confirm. Let's just give it a go. And I can still see you guys over here. I still like re-chat and all that stuff and go back. But don't worry. You guys can hear it all right. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, I skipped that part, whatever. As far as I go outside of my domain, okay. Oh, we're moving. Okay, we can only jump. Let's go. Dude, that is bright. Probably just because it's dark in my room, but... So we can't do anything other than jump. I'm pressing all the buttons. Cool, cool. Oh no! What was that saying? Ooh. Just getting dark pretty quickly. What the? I have to ungird his seal. You know what I mean? Awesome. Oh shit. Getting some like Avatar The Last Airbender like vibes from this for sure. It's not too loud, is it, guys? Hopefully. I feel taller. It's the first thing, huh? Ooh. Alright, give me a sec here. Let me turn down the audio a little bit. Sound is good. I'll turn it down 1, because it is kind of loud on my end. I have no idea what the buttons are, so just kind of messing around here. This is like a... Delightful. So, okay, so that's just a melee combo. Pretty straightforward. This is Thunder God stancer mode. Interesting. I think that's right. I'm pressing right bumper and X. At least I think I am. I think I'm hitting it. Reminds me of Maple Story. It does remind me of Maple Story a bit. Started killing spirits for the next 2 years until enough spirit energy has been assimilated to revive Susanoo's energy to challenge... I didn't catch that last name. Imiteru or something like that. Aiming a bow at me. Trying like other buttons to see if I can do like anything else. That one seems to be working the best. Oh god, what's going on here? I have no idea what's going on. I can't see anything. Alright, give me a sec here. So A, Y. No preview? Okay. Oh, I guess I press and hold it. That one, instead of like press and let go. Alright, let's try some of these. Oh, that's like a forward dash hit. Little button mashy, but I like it. Oh, this is from like the trailer. All right. Kind of like the cutscenes a little bit more than the actual game. Is that weird? Outspread the deity's spirit to the human soul towards the time. Okay, I didn't read that. As dark clouds cover the sky, a king is born, Serpent Slayer, Susano of the storm and ocean. A bellow cuts from afar, a new king's war horn, a new age of divine dominion is set into motion. I took no damage. Look at that. S. I think this is like offline mode. Oh, we might give this one more level. XP to next. Okay. Not sure how you get more style points or even bonus points. I'm not sure how that works. Oh, this is kind of a cool setting. Customize. Chapter difficulty human. Oh, there's only 2 difficulties. New to action games, veteran. Let's try this harder mode. The other one didn't, I didn't even get hit. Let's try this. Like I'm just shocking that guy. Oh, you took out a freaking gun? You shooting me? Come on. Oof. I don't know how to block either. Oof. Okay, so that's like an airborne thing, where it's like kind of like how that doesn't interrupt, or at least when they're like taking out the shotgun. Okay, that's my dash. Yeah, the buttons are way different on if I'm using like just a broom. Also, dude, that music is pretty loud for it being this low. Okay, there's some cool combos here. I'm gonna have to mess with some of these. Okay. Kind of fun mixing up some of the arts and stuff. The red creature with an invisible body that stretches to block paths of passerbys. Is this an upgrade? I don't know what the hell that is. What if I just keep shocking me and dies? Oh god, that guy took out a shotgun on me. Still don't know how to block. Ooh, there we go. I think I'm gonna die here soon. I'm getting low HP. Oof. Like how the guy, the pig just does nothing but take out a shotgun. Interesting. Is that the level? All right. Oh, I've seen this guy. At least in the trailer. Rip. Retry. Kind of don't like this stance. I like this one. Yeah, maybe not. All right, where's the like? Is there a block button? I just want to see. I don't think so. I don't think there is a block button, like a parry button. I think I just have to jump. You don't jump that high either. Alright. There has to be like a block button. Or maybe there's a block stance reverse fist. There we go. I have to use a different stance. Oh, he's double dashing now. For some reason, I thought that literally said sobriety dragon instead of society dragon. Rip, there we go. Only took 2 tries, but I did find out how to block. That's nice. Where are the jewels? The one that allows to travel between dimensions? Speak now while you have your tongue. So the rumors of a young fighter targeting underground syndicates are true after all. I hear of your venture to the other world and made it back. I want you to take me there. You would voluntarily go to that cursed realm. Really narrowly escaped last time before it could finally transform us. It could fully transform us. Ooh. I want to send my people back there. I don't need to come with me. Just show me the great gateway. I will take you there. Oi! He actually said oi. I already fully transformed anyway. There's no further risk for me to go back there. So it turns into a pig. So he's already proven his strength. Give me another shot at our last mission. Forget it, I don't have time to babysit a pig. I take care of myself, besides you need an escort, and I know the way. Boss? Trying to figure out like how to get through the dialogue a little bit quicker, but... Are we just here already? Yeah, I took a lot of damage that time. That was definitely a harder mode. Like, people actually fought a bit more often. Bonus points for no damage or no retries. Gotcha. Did I level up at least? Action level. I don't know what that means. Yeah, we'll have to mess with this later. I mainly just wanted to try this out for the first couple levels. Seems cool. There's definitely a lot of depth. Like each stance has, one of the stances has like 10 or 15 different like combos you could do, and then some of the other stances have like 3 to 5 combos. So, all right, I just want to close this now. Back to here. Cool. What'd you guys think? I don't know, it seemed pretty straightforward. I'll have to play it more. I think that was offline, so it didn't count for anything. But I think probably playing online, doing leaderboard stuff, all of that will actually cause like Omi burn. Again, I have no idea how that actually like plays out for the most part, or actually like how it works. So, ooh, why is this not working? Cool. All right, I'll see you guys around. I mean, we streamed for about 2.5 hours today, so I think that's a pretty good stream. We'll likely either do one tomorrow, probably definitely Sunday after the Lambo drop at least. Talk about it, see where the prices land. Hopefully everyone gets one. So I wish everyone the best of luck, everyone that's still here in chat. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Please double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over. Goodbye.